Erica here, Scrapdivatwentynine. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming on today with a AliExpress haul, and this time I have hauled some markers. And these markers are called Touch 5 markers, and I just wanted to share with you what I picked up. I wanted to just kind of give you my opinion on what I think about these markers. I was definitely in the market for a cheaper alternative to Copic markers. I do own a few Copic markers, and I'll do a little comparison for you guys so you can kind of see the difference in these markers. But I felt like this was a better alternative for me. If you follow my channel, you know that I am a novice when it comes to Copic coloring stamped images. I am not that good at all, but you know, I try my best and I'm learning how to blend colors and I'm having fun playing, but I'm also learning that I don't have enough Copic markers in my stash to do all the different blending that I'd like to try. So I wanted to find a less expensive marker method for me, so I'm trying these out. This is the animation set that I purchased. They do have different sets that they carry that have different color combinations, so just be aware of that. But this is the one I decided to choose, and for the most part I am happy with the colors that I did pick up. Just real quickly, they did send me 2 free pens. They sent me a white gel pen, which is a 0.8 millimeter, and this 0.5 millimeter pen as well. And this one is a black fine point tip pen, which is nice for, you know, detailed images. And you're familiar with that if you do a lot of Copic coloring or just coloring in general. So I thought that was really nice. And then they also sent me a freebie. They sent this set of, I guess it's just stationery markers in neon color. Looks like you can change them out. So that was nice, a little freebie. I haven't tried them out. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I will share with you that this was a 60-piece marker set. These are all the different colors that this set has, and I'm just gonna put it up to the screen so that you can just look at all the different color combinations and colors that it comes with. You can see it has quite a bit, quite a few pinks, and has some blues, not a whole lot of blues. And they got some orange and yellows, and then we've got greens. And as soon as I picked up the markers, I decided to just test them out and write the number next to them and let the marker dry so that I could see what it looked like after, you know, it was you know, sampled on the paper. And in case you're wondering, I did use some heavyweight cardstock that I picked up from Walmart that I actually like to stamp my colored images on. And so that's what it looks like on heavyweight cardstock. We've got some reds, some looks like coral to me, some definite browns and greens, and then you go into some of the grays. So there's quite a bit of variety in this animation set. Let me just share with you my thoughts. This particular set had like a lot of grays and actually had like a lot of pinks. When I open them up, this is what they look like. And it has, what is this called? I think it's called like a fine bullet nib. And so that's what that side looks like, and that's supposed to be the fine tip side. And then on the other side, you've got the broad nib, and it looks like this. Sorry about that, it's kind of hard to open. And as you can see, like most of them came like this. I don't know if you can see that right there, how you have to kind of push it in. Sorry about that. But which is fine. When you press down on your paper, it does color just fine. I did notice that some of the markers had a lot of ink in it, and so it kind of made splatters on my paper. But for the most part, they were fine. What else? I am noticing that the tops of these are starting to wear off, and I've only had them for like a few days. So that's not good because you can't really see the number. So I'm glad that I did my little sample sheet with the numbers on them. So I don't know, it's not going to help if the numbers disappear. I forgot to mention that this particular set that I bought, I think it was about $33, and I did purchase this when they had a huge sale week, and that's when I purchased it. So it may be a little bit more expensive now, in case you are wondering. But so I don't really like that part that it's rubbing the color name off. So I guess I'll just have to go off of the actual color that's on the end caps of the pens. What else can I tell you? It did come with a colorless blender, which works fine. Oh, here it is right here. Looks like that. And yeah, let me just share with you some of the images I did color up using these markers. And these are the examples that I have for you today. I think they came out pretty good. In my opinion, I think that the markers blend pretty well. They're definitely not Copic markers. Definitely not Copic markers. They just have a different feel to them. But for an amateur like myself, it works out fine. It's definitely a cheaper alternative. So in my opinion, I say yes to these markers. I feel like the quality for me is fine for what I like to do. If you're, someone that's this is what you do for a profession, or, you're a professional, you probably want to invest in a good set of markers. But unlike me, I'm not. So I'm okay with it. And here is a couple more examples. And I did use that little gel pen that it came with, that white gel pen. And that's what it looks like, kind of gives you that effect. And I did get some inspiration off of Pinterest for the coloring. But I like the way that marker looks when you put on that white gel. It's really pretty. So what I figured what I would do for you guys is blend a couple of the markers for you so you can just see in person what it would look like. So let me just zoom in. And I'm just going to take a few of the pinks that are similar in color. I think I'll take these ones right here. And again, you cannot go off of the color of the cap because some of them are completely way off, just so you know. And then also another thing that I wanted to mention was the skin color pen, which is, you can see right here on this girl, does not look like skin color to me. It looks like a light pink. So white skin does not look like white skin at all. FYI, it looks like pink. So yeah, I thought that was kind of strange, but I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna try to play with the colors that are in the set and use the Copic markers that I already have to work it out so that my images look how I want them to look, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm just gonna zoom in and I'm just gonna blend these out for you guys so you can just see for yourself. It has a good feel. This is what a Copic marker looks like, comparing the two. This one's more oval and then this one's more of a rectangle shape. It has a good feel though when you're coloring. And then the difference in the tips, obviously that's the Copic marker. It has that really extra long tip. And it's really, this is just an excellent quality marker. You guys know already. And that's what it's compared to with the Touch 5 marker. It's definitely a smaller tip, big time. So you don't really have a lot of room to play with like you do with the Copic marker. So let me just close that end and this end. You have to make sure you close them the right way, otherwise you can damage the marker. There's the Copic marker right there, and then this is this marker, the Touch 5 marker. And again, you have to push it in. For some reason they kind of pull out. I don't know why, but that's what they look like side by side. So, all right. And I want to add that you do need to be careful on how you close these. If you kind of close it the wrong direction, you can mess up the brush. I actually messed. Okay, so I'm gonna take these markers right here. They're all similar in numbers, but honestly, those numbers don't really mean a whole lot because they just don't. They just don't really, it doesn't make sense. Their number system to me does not make sense. So I don't know what to say about that. You guys, like I said, I'm a beginner. I have no idea, but the numbers do not make sense. You would think that the numbers would be similar. This says 84 and this one says 17. They look like they're similar in color, but the numbers are so far apart. It wouldn't be like, oh, let me get 17 and 18 to blend. It's not like that. So know that going into buying this set of markers as well. All right, so I'm gonna just blend these markers. I'm gonna use the broad tip and then also do the fine tip for you so you guys can get the idea of what it looks like. All right, so here we go. I'm using this color. It's a pastel violet, and I'm just gonna color on my paper like that so you can see what it looks like. And I'm gonna take this next color, which is a pale purple, and just kind of go over that. And I'll blend out the next color, which is a vivid pink. See what that one looks like. And I'm going to take this color, which is a pastel pink, and blend it. I'm sorry for that glare. So there's 4 colors, and it's pretty wet, as you can see from the back of my paper. It does kind of bleed through quite a bit. I hope that's focused for you guys. But that's what it looks like. Those 4 colors blended together. And yeah, that's what it looks like. So in my opinion, they're definitely worth it for a beginner. So that is just my 2 cents on these touch, I guess it's called touch 5 markers. All right, so this is what it looks like. It's a little bit dry now, but it looks pretty good. It blends pretty nicely for the 4 pink colors that I chose. So I'm pretty happy with the set. So definitely check out the markers if you're a beginner and you're looking for a cheaper alternative. I say it's worth a shot. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will try to answer them. So thanks for watching my video. I hope this review was helpful. And I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.